I'm Tami Hunt, and I am in this transition to teaching program after working as an instructional assistant for the past 3 school years at Orchard Park Elementary. I absolutely love working in the elementary classroom setting, and my inspiration was my second grade teacher, Mrs. Clark. She was perhaps not the sweetest elementary school teacher, which some may place the most value on, but I remember her as enthusiastic and devoted and fair. I had originally said in one of my earlier class postings that she reminded me of Mrs. Frizzle from Magic School Bus, both in demeanor and appearance. However, I was able to dig up my second grade class picture, and Mrs. Clark's hair was far more coiffed than I remember. However, her dedication and devotion to her students remain accurate. This is me. I am intrigued and inspired by the teaching philosophy of Johann Pestalozzi. Pestalozzi was a Swiss philosopher and educator from the late 18th and early 19th century who was known as the father of modern pedagogy. He promoted the idea that it was more important to focus on doing what is right and good above being correct. The well-being of students was more important than anything else. I feel that a teacher who is truly committed to his or her students shares this philosophy. Otherwise, why in the world would you be in this job? Pestalozzi also encouraged mothers to let children count things at home and felt instruction should start at home. I believe one of the biggest obstacles to a child's success in the classroom today is not receiving support at home. Pestalozzi believed that children should discover answers to questions themselves. Up to that point, students were fed information and expected to practice rote memorization all day while sitting still. He said children should learn through activity and through things. They should be free to draw their own conclusions. My favorite quote of Pestalozzi, however, is when he speaks of the importance of an all-round education, an education of the head, the heart, and the hands, but which is led by the heart. My 3 biggest goals for myself in my classroom are, first, that every student feels valued in my class. To me, this is a trait that every human should feel a right to have, but due to life circumstances, this is not always the case. But we can do what is right by students in helping them develop positive self-esteem and feelings of self-worth. At first, while they are in the classroom, but hopefully they are also able to take it away from the classroom. In teaching toward democracy, Ayers and all shared that human progress and freedom are always the result of thoughtful action. We must, as teachers, listen and speak, engage and witness. There is no promised land in teaching, just the aching and persistent tension between reality and possibility. Whew. The second goal is that I rely on collaboration. In Murawski's What Really Works in Elementary Education, Murawski discusses the importance of working as a unified collaborative team and how that can help outline objectives, responsibilities, and goals for members to achieve. Ask for and share ideas and be okay with feedback. We cannot do it on our own. Additionally, the collaboration concept should be promoted with parents of our students. Murawski's book also shows that where there is trust between parents and teachers, there are higher rates of collaboration and achievement in schools. Finally, I have the goal of inspiring reading in my students. Some will need no inspiration, which is a blessing, but it is the ones who say reading is stupid or boring for a multitude of reasons that I will do everything in my power to encourage a new attitude by the end of the year. I described myself in an earlier posting as a reading evangelist, and since that is one of the most important skills we can ever develop in school and in life, I take on the challenge of creating a classroom of pleasure readers. I cannot allow myself to become discouraged, and it is only likely that I will not have 100% success. But as Sam Koff advises in her Class of One's Own book, we will take 3 steps forward, a step back, and then another 3 steps forward. With having this in mind, I think that we'll all be able to remind ourselves that we're always still ahead. Thank you, and have a wonderful holiday season.